James Melendez. This wine is next. This is from the producer Château La Hargue. This is Moelleux Bordeaux, semi-dry 2019 vintage. Stay tuned. I'm going to talk about this lovely wine. So right off the bat, I'm going to ask you to do one favor for me. So please do me a favor, subscribe to the channel right up here. That's where the subscribe button is, and you can see the latest videos that I'm producing. If you've already subscribed, Santé to you. And so also give a like to this video if you like this video. That'll be found down below. So a really great find here, great value price point, and as I define value price point is under $20. So I found this throughout the United States around the price point of early teens to the mid-teens. So very inexpensive, semi-dry. It's a special wine, in my opinion, to be tasting with an aperitif, tasting with a digestif, or tasting this as an aperitif, or tasting this with a dessert, ensemble, or even cheeses. Nicely done. But I would also say in mid-course, you could definitely try things like, I would say Asian dishes, Vietnamese dishes, Indian food. You can try this with a variety of, Mexican foods as well. Fried chicken. Again, a lot of things to do with this, and to enjoy wines like this. I think it's a really special wine. So let me show you the bottle up close. And Château La Hargue. So on the back label here, you can see that this is Semillon and Sauvignon Blanc. It says drink within 5 years, and it gives a serving suggestion of the aperitif, blue cheeses, and desserts. But I definitely want to serve this with other foods as well, as I just mentioned. And given the price point, and so this is not a shockingly sweet. It's not one of those cloyingly sweet wines. It is semi-dry. I do not know the sugar content. Now the palate is picking up a hint of sweetness, but not much. And I think that's an appreciable characteristic. So the fruit is coming into play and giving some nice characteristics on the palate, as well as aroma notation. So here we go with this wine. So a few winemaking notes on this wine. Now the alcoholic fermentation begins at 12 degrees centigrade and finishes out at 20 degrees. And so it's aged on lees and thermoregulated stainless steel tanks. And I think this is just such a handsome, beautiful wine, where I think a lot of people still, a little more in my wine glass. So a lot of people think French wines are expensive. They are not. I think some really good price points like this and other wines and other styles as well come out to be a really reasonable price point, even in the year 2020. So don't forget about these wines. I think they're special to be tasting, maybe for your Thanksgiving, dessert wine. So this might be the place to bring it out, or maybe you're enjoying some oysters. Enjoy this in many different ways, and find your path to enjoy this wine in your optimum expectation. And so I think it's a really handsome, gorgeous wine where, I think until you try these wines, so this is not going to be like the Sauternes or the Cadillac wine. So again, semi-dry. And so it really lives up to a really nice liveliness. So the aroma characterization, definitely smelling the Sauvignon Blanc on this one. So tropical and stone fruit notes, as well as a bit of moist stones, flowers, and beeswax. Next, the palate characterization. So at the intersection of the aroma and the palate expression is really beautiful notes of fleshy yellow peach, a bit of papaya note, oyster shell, and apricot. And I think it really comes out to be such a lovely, complex wine and a really gorgeous experience. 91 points out of 100 points. By the way, only 80,000 bottles are produced. They are available in the United States. So ask your wine merchant to bring this in and seek out this wine. I think it's a really nice wine. So down below, more information on the producer, questions and comments you can list down below. So in the meantime, you'll find me on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, LinkedIn, and WordPress. You'll also find me on my podcast, Apple Podcasts, Stitcher, Spotify, and iHeartRadio. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Santé.